Hello, everyone. Hi, my name is Darren Louis. I'm the President and Executive Director of Aptorum Group. Aptorum Group, we are a biopharmaceutical company. We are originally founded in Hong Kong. Our business is to focus on unmet medical needs. We have three major platforms of investments. First of all, we target orphan diseases, in other words, rare diseases. We have a secondary platform which focuses on infectious diseases, which is obviously a very hot area right now. And our third platform, which is focused on microbiome-driven metabolic diseases. Overall, in our pipeline, we have over 15 drugs under development right now, for which we have 2 assets that are driving into the IND as clinical stages towards the second half of this year. Now, one of our leading assets is an asset that is a repurposed drug that is focused on neuroblastoma, which is a solid tumor most predominant in pediatrics. And this asset, we're actually looking to complete our IND filing in the second half of this year under the 505(b)(2) pathway, allowing us to commence what we call the phase 1b/2a trials in the second half of this year in the United States. Our second leading asset right now is ALS4, which is an asset that targets the Staphylococcus aureus. In other words, people know that as superbug. It is a first-in-class antivirulence, non-antibody approach towards this very deadly bacterial disease. For this asset, again, we are moving on to IND filing stages, and we'll be reaching our phase 1 clinical trials also in the second half of this year to be conducted in North America. So one of our assets here, which is actually came from a natural plant, is called the Chinese yam, which contains a bioactive ingredient called DOI, which we were able to extract and prepare that in a supplement form. The supplement allows for women to ingest it and actually stimulate their receptors from stimulating further estrogen production to counteract the effect of the menopausal syndrome. We have demonstrated in some of the preclinical studies that it was also able to reverse some of the osteoporosis effect. This particular product, we're actually aiming to commercialize in the second quarter of this year, in this current quarter. We're aiming for around $10 million US in terms of yearly revenue for this particular product, which will bring substantial income for the company to continue to drive our expansion in this product as well as the rest of the R&D pipeline. We have an extremely strong pipeline. We are constantly developing new drugs under our orphan disease platform and our infectious disease platform. And under the combination of these approaches, we target to have at least 3 to 5 new drugs that we're pushing into phase 1b/2a trials on a yearly basis. The way we can do that is that we achieve this through a computational screening of over 2,600 small molecule library, and these are FDA-approved drugs that we constantly screen against a selected number of unmet and orphan diseases. And through this process, we are able to achieve a fast output of drugs that we can discover in a relatively short amount of time, between 12 to 18 months, to target from discovery to bring them into phase 1b/2a ready. Now, our management team actually comes from a diverse background. Myself, I came from an investment banking background, where I spent most of my career with Barclays Capital, focusing right now on the capital market strategy, the investor relations, and obviously the business strategy. Our CEO, Mr. Ian Hyun, was graduated from Princeton with economics, after which he joined Janus Mutual Funds as a healthcare analyst before he started his own family office and invested in the US healthcare and biotech sector for over 10 years. Our head of research, Professor Thomas Lee, spent most of his career with Celgene and Novartis. He actually worked on 8 projects, 3 of which have now gone into the market, 2 of which has achieved over $1 billion in sales, and the remaining 5 assets are still under various clinical trial stages with Celgene and Novartis. We also have a number of highly trained pharmaceutical development personnel based in Toronto. Each of them have got more than 30 years of experience with major pharmaceutical companies such as GlaxoSmithKline and Patheon. This is our approach of our business. We're very unique compared to other pharmaceutical companies. We have a very strong discovery pipeline. And really, our business strategy is to focus on delivering drugs from discovery stage all the way into the proof of concept of phase 2A. After which, we will most likely deliver a number of assets continuing into the phase 3 and pivotal trials, with a substantial number of assets that we'll be looking to develop with other major pharmaceutical partners and other private equity firms.